Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so I need to figure out exactly what my levels are. How does it sound? Go to YouTube and see right quick. I don't think I'll have too many people in here this early, but that's why it's the perfect time to test things out. That's why it's the perfect time to test things out. Alright, that sounds good. Levels are good. Oh, I change it from top chat to live chat. Alright. Hopefully that makes more sense.
And representing your country, your biggest event, it's a dream come true.
I'm excited, actually. Starting early.
Hear those morning sprinklers go off, that's how you know. What's up, Eli Vincus? Dude, I'm so glad to see you're streaming. Oh, hell yeah, I'm back, baby. I'm back. And I got meta glasses now, so. I'm in my mid-career. You saw me at the end of my early career, but now I've entered my mid-career. I'm in my 30s, and we're back, baby. I wake up early, try to do some morning streams, some battles. Hope you've been well. At least level 60. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I had gotten to a pretty high level, but then it kind of, at the beginning of video games where you're like super OP, but then all of a sudden you get sent back to like the beginning and you lose all your gear. Kind of happened to me a little bit. So, who's to say where I am right now? It be like that sometimes, though. Hey, Meta. Oh, wait, I gotta turn it on. Come on. Dang it. There we go. Is it on? Is it on? Hey, Meta. Are they dead? I'm terrible with these. Okay. Hey, Meta. Start filming. Hey, Meta. Start filming. I don't understand. I don't get how to make it work. Oh, there we go. Okay. 66% battery. Okay. Hey, Meta. Start filming. If I have to say this one more time, I swear to God. Hey, Meta. Start filming. Thank you. Oh, God. Gotta love that Tifa song. Actually, weird story. This was originally a painting of Tifa underneath what you see. Can you play Mozart Symphony? 41. Actually, I will sell you $5 for the song request. Oh, Mom. Good morning. Let's see. Of course. Thank you. I will play that. And go ahead and Zelle Italia because Italia handles the finances if you don't remember. Actually, I'll just play, might as well play the whole thing. Yeah, trying this whole getting up with the sun thing. We'll see how long that lasts. But trying to biohack. Thank you, Daggers. Good morning. I'm painting to sunrise and then we'll see. I'm trying to do, I used to be able to do, oh, it's not that big. I'm trying to do long streams like I used to, but, you know, it's, I find that it's better not to do extremely long sessions because I overwork things. That's something I've learned in my mid-career, as I would say that I'm in right now. But you know, it's not all about always about the size. Oh gosh, do we have to have all these commercials? Eventually, I'm gonna bite the bullet and just get YouTube Red or YouTube Premium or whatever, but not today. Not today. Boo. I know, dude, the ads suck. Zell sent to Italia. Thank you very much. Yes, I'll have to let her know. So that she's just like, why did your mom send me? You're like, oh, don't worry about it. skin tone to see. Right now, I'm trying to channel this painter, Ewan Uglow, who's a British realism school. I think he died in the 90s, maybe, or late 80s. But yeah, what he did so well was he broke into like different planar references. He looked at the figure as object, and that's really what I'm trying to do. There's such subtle shifts you can't really see, but the shifts within the skin tone are so subtle. And so to be able to like mix all of the different flesh tones and make sure that the color shifts exactly match up and are slightly different enough that you can see the changes in the tone. That's really what I'm going for. It's freaking difficult. That. Sitting back at my desk looking at the beautiful birds and the flowers, sipping my mushroom tea. Very nice. Life is good. I'm trying to have that mentality. Because the only penis that matters is happiness. I just saw that. Someone posted that and I was like, that's so stupid and hilarious. Gone and sullied the color. How could I have done this? Happiness is a choice. Very nice. Now, that is the. Now we're moving to the Andante from the sonata, I believe, right? Or is it the Adagio? Let's see. The Adagio. Oh, jeez. I got paint in my freaking nose. This is my mirror to see if I got paint on my face. I know I'm gonna get it all over these meta glasses, and Talia's gonna be pissed. But it'll come out. Jeez, I'm going freaking De La Croix right now with his red. My glass is smaller. Yeah, they'll get there. Everything gets smaller and smarter every year. But Moore's Law is about to get pretty freaky because their curse of self-improvement. Let me tell you right now, we hit the exponential and we don't know it. Well, I mean, I know it, but most people don't. Most people don't want to know. But it's okay because you want to stay happy. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. So let's go with that. Really, I'm thinking a lot, just in general, about painting as object. And if you see this painting, you really have to see it in person. Like, this is on canvas, but listen to this. Like, that's what it sounds like. The canvas itself, I mean, if you were to take like I could punch it like a, it sounds I prepared it with I call it well, I haven't exactly come up with a name for it, but I wanted to call it magic mud, but apparently that's already something that exists, and and it's like not what I want. What is it? The Magnus Mudus. I don't know, but basically, I found a way to create through. I'm not going to give away my recipe, but I will say I found a way through starch to bridge an oil and water based substrate through calcination or through heat and binding the starch or creating a glue that attaches everything together in a way that it has a thirsty surface that oil paint will bind to, that is archival, that won't crack. And it's pretty crazy. I mean, everything you use, you can get from Home Depot. It's not, you can't find it at the art supply store, but that's because I really built it from scratch. But that's what's important about paintings is that, there's so many images nowadays. The world that we live in, you press a button and you get the most beautiful image you can imagine, right? That's the AI world we live in. But the thing is that that's an image. A painting isn't an image. The painting, as I will always say, a painting is an event. Like if you look at the painting right here, there's literally a hair in this right there. You don't get that hair when you press a button. If I get close up, I see that hair. That hair came off of me. That's a piece of time. That's a piece of me in this painting. This painting is, they say an image is worth 1,000 words, but an object, which is what this is, a fossil really of an event. I mean, this must be worth a dissertation, I have to say. I mean, I don't think it's that great, but it certainly is not something that you get when you press a button. But even something terrible, as long as it exists, as long as it has objecthood, I think that's what's important. So even it's less about the image right now for me and more about the material. This one just so happens to be very image based, so if you see it in person, you'll understand why the material is more important. But I also wanted to connect with people because more than anything, I want this piece to be a human connector, something that people see and they understand. Like even if you don't know about One Piece or you haven't watched One Piece or you hate it, you see this and it connects you. It connects humanity in a very strange way. And it's it's weird just that Luffy, people see it and they know. And so that's really what it's about. It's the most human thing that I could think to paint. Weirdly enough. Creativity is the last defense. Well, unfortunately, creativity is a word, and words are just information. And unfortunately, information is data. So creativity can, in a sense, be copied. I think people don't understand that. We're creating neural networks. That means that these are things that are based off of the human brain, but they're more. Because neural networks are literally, they understand things in a way that people are like, oh, it's a parrot, it doesn't understand. So no, that's wrong. It does, and it understands in a way that we can't understand because it's alien to us. We created it in our image, but now what it's doing is it's taking what it was given and it is learning new things that we could never teach it. And this, an example could be when a chess master went up against a computer, an AI chess player. He lost, but it was a very close match. Then they put that chess computer against another chess computer, and they battled each other, and they became so vastly like better than the original. Like he tried playing the Grandmaster again, completely annihilated him. It was not even a contest that time because they're creating new information that we can't biologically comprehend, and it's terrifying. Ooh, glamour mud. I like that actually. No, I call it my Magnus, mud, mudicus, my opus mud. So I wanted to do something Latin-ish. Let me put this down momentarily. I mean, yeah, honestly, I should say that I've been working. I'm big into material. Like I'm a proponent of the Ralph Mayer's Artist Handbook, version 5, and I have to say it said it couldn't be done, but they had never tried using starch to be able to bind the two substrates with heat. It's heat. And the problem with starch is it's organic. And you don't think adding organic matter into something industrial is a good idea, right? But there's a way to do it that I discovered, and I'm not going to say it. Well, there's only 4 people in here. I guess I could say it. There better not be someone in here that steals my secret. I'm not going to give it all away. But what I will say is that essentially, if you know what wheat paste is, wheat paste heated up with pitch, tar pitch, touch of cinnamon and vinegar, because you want to make sure that the organic doesn't sully over time, and with that you bind it into a polymer that I'm going to stop right there, but I've given you a lot, more than I should have. Magicus Muddus. Ooh, I like Magicus Muddus. My opus, Magicus Muddus. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Now the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down and work on some of this gold. So, or do I want to work on the pen? No, I'm gonna go in and work on some of this gold down here. Well, it's not really gold; it's berries, the One Piece universe. So, berries. I'm hiding. Let's see. Oh, you know what I just realized is that I can change this to 10 out of 50, and that means the chat gets to choose the camera angle if we do get to 50, and so you can get as close up as you want. Which might be interesting. All 3 of you, which I do appreciate. The 3 of you coming live and out with me. Let's go crazy with it. Let's really just go for it. Yeah, I need some more yellow though. Oops, I got it all the way. In fact, you know what I could do is go in and really hit this meat. Turn this meat to what it needs to be. I cannot be using this much paint, but I'm doing it. I don't care. I can't afford it, but you gotta spend money to make money. Alright, so am I going Keim Soutine or am I going Frank Auerbach? Well, we're working on meat here, so definitely the subject matter would lean towards Soutine, but I'm kind of feeling a bit of an Auerbach. Let's see how this ends up going. Heavy chroma, so touch of blue actually. Nice ultramarine alizarin in here. A little bit of white. Really hit it with that ultramarine. Actually, maybe straight phthalo.
Today I'm using Upwork to hire a WordPress developer. I'm going to try using Upwork AI. It's great that you can just write a couple sentences and they create the rest of the job description.
Alright, well, that was the ending. So, but now I am kind of feeling the piano sonata. A Little Shepherd's Lullabies, I wonder who's. The Pallet Town song from Pokemon was based on this. It's so obvious if you listen to it. Any of these three people in here have ever played the original Pokemon games, Pallet Town. like brown in there would be kind of a saving grace, but maybe if I can pump in a little bit of sienna. Oh yeah, some sienna would be good. Alright. Brown that won't sully things too much. Hey Meta, start filming. This is the fun part about the magic mud surface, is that I can carve into it almost like it's wood or a solid. It's not, it might be on some cheap cotton canvas, but it's more of a panel now, so I have some linoleum tools I can literally carve into it with. Let's get up in there with that. I see it, I'm thinking this needs to come here. I want that meat. That meat isn't the right color. What color do I want that meat to be? This feels like kind of like a chicken. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a glaze over top of this and it'll all work out in the end. I have to wait till it dries though. Do I want to make it lighter? Do I want to make the meat darker? I'm not going to think about it right now. Just go in with some vine charcoal. There we go. So it's nice and grilled. Has some literal char to it. The whole point is I want you to see this, and I want you to see a piece of meat that looks like something delicious that you want to take a bite out of if you're not a vegetarian or what have you. take the knife and begin to saw into it. I'm literally cutting the meat right now. See what happens if I make the meat just lighter. And honestly, if it's like some sort of poultry, that might look nicer. Maybe not. No. This is a pretty big risk here to my two viewers. Let's see what happens if I make the interior more of a poultry type thing. See if it feels more delicious. Honestly, that is not looking less delicious. It might be better. Hard to say for sure right now. I'm gonna have to do a nice glaze over top of this, like it's a literal turkey leg. What's the symbol? The symbol for Barry looks very similar to Bitcoin. Maybe I'll just make them into Bitcoins. You know, it's sad. I did a speed racer painting back in 2014 when Bitcoin really wasn't worth that much. And I called it Invest Now. The whole thing was just filled with Bitcoins, and I should have taken my own advice that I made in the painting. I kind of did it ironically. You know, it's interesting. I'm not even looking at what meat looks like. I'm just kind of assuming what it looks like. But maybe that's for the better. Taking a Hockney approach to this. This is what meat feels like. To me, at least. There we go. Next thing I think I'll do, go in with some ultramarine blue. Right up in this, well, I want to say gum gum fruit, but dare I say Nika? I dare not say. You know, it's interesting. It says there's 2 viewers in here, but that just really makes me feel better about what feels like talking to myself, which I would be doing anyway. So, at least this is an excuse to feel like I'm talking to somebody. People can watch it back if they want. I'm just telling myself this to feel better. Maybe one day I'll have 10s, if not even 12s worth of people in here. And that's the problem with bad brushes. Clip it, fam. Clip it, 2 viewers. here, still listening. Well, thank you. Thanks, Mommy. Always good to have your support. How are the birdies doing? Have you named them? Hey, Meta, start filming. Hey, Meta, stop filming. Alright, that was an epic save, I have to admit. Oh, really? Wow. They grow up so fast. Now comes the fun part. There you are, you little stinker. Dang it. I sullied the color. What is this color even good for anymore? Hmm. No, could be used. But not for that. Okay. Yeah, some nice glaze on top of that meat will really start doing something interesting. And the sun is rising. You know, the painter Aang, towards the end of his life, basically only painted with his fingers. Hard to get those corners though. You gotta approach it from different angles. Who does this represent? The shell. Oh, this represents. Well, really, this is a character of Luffy, but the whole piece is meant to be a sort of a connector. You know, like I'm interested right now so much in object and how paintings exist as like a fossil of an event. You know, it's not an image. We live in a world saturated by images where, you know, you press a button and you create an AI image and it's beautiful, it's glorious, but what it lacks is it lacks the artifact, it lacks the object, the matter, you know, because it doesn't really matter unless it's made of matter. And I think that's what's important about this as a piece to me. But what I think is important about it in a very human way is that this nameable character is a connector and a conduit for anyone, even someone who hates One Piece, to look at it and say, wait a minute, I've seen that cartoon character. And so everybody, for the most part, is able to kind of meet on this common ground of, wait, that straw hat, that red vest, hold on, I've seen that character before. And, you know, it's a very sort of, it's almost like a famous flag, but it's a human, it's a character. You know, you could see Pikachu colors or see Pikachu, and obviously that's Pikachu or Mickey Mouse, but the thing is, maybe things can be slightly anthropomorphic, but if it's a human being that speaks, that talks, that represents something like Luffy does, then I think that it goes so much deeper, and I think that that's what's important about this, and it's really, in a weird way, a sort of rebellion, an open rebellion against AI as a form of just straight up creation, but not necessarily, you know, I think that AI can be a good tool, obviously, but people who are using it or think that it can replace arts, like actual artists or actual art, that's just foolishness. But it does exist. You'd be surprised. I don't give a flip of the cat. like hands in the air, which become much more valuable with their eyes. Yes, that's true because, everything that my whole heart and my whole hand is being put into this. This is something that captures time, it captures intent, it captures human essence. There's a hair. My hair is literally in it. You're to be hard pressed to find hair inside of an AI image. That much is for sure. Okay, I think I've heard this song play through just about enough times to completely lose my mind at this point. So let us go to something a bit more my speed.
Looking for a car detailer? Hit up my boy. This guy polished.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, BV? How you doing? Thank you. What up, Budgie? We back. We back out here. Good morning. I probably won't stream for that long because I'm trying to, in my mid-career, I don't want to have too long of extended streamings. Back in the day when I was doing those 24-hour streams, I don't know if I have those in me anymore. But now that I think about it, I could use some coffee. I have a nice big 7-Eleven coffee from 7-Eleven that I got. I could grab that in a second. 7. Oh, hell yeah. A classic. Now we're in the boss battle. Alright, time to take the real weapons out. Great. Let's darken up back here just a touch. Oh, you know what? That's what we can use this for. Alright. Start filming. Look at that painting trying to fall down on me. I don't think so. Ah! Now, this is painting. Painting as a vent. The music is louder than your voice. Oh, sorry. There we go. A bit better. So, let's see if this works. Come on, baby. Let's get it. Stop filming, Meta. Hey, Meta, stop filming. Let's get in there. Alright, so I need to get up all up in this mess here. And for the first time, let's use a little bit of our friend Liquin. To get into this gum fruit, not Nika fruit. I need some new brushes. I'm so mean to my brushes. Okay, the sun has arisen, and I don't want to stream for all too long, but I think it's pretty good. Oh, pretty good session. Good sesh. I'm gonna have to go in later. Actually, no, I'm not done. What I need is coffee. I'll BRB. BRB. Okay, got my coffee, got my hat. We're not done yet. We still got some fight left in us. Ooh, 5 people in here to come see the fun Luffy painting. You know, I wanted to let's take you guys a little bit closer in. Or really what I could do, I want to get really creative. You could go Skyrim mode with it. Ah, yes. What you gonna do now, huh? What do you think about that? Oops. What's the best angle? Maybe this way? Yeah, because that's the furthest out. That'll be fine. Fine enough. This is what it looks like here. Woohoo! Anyway, okay. Yeah, so I have, you can make sure I don't reveal anything too secretive in the studio, but I've been really trying super hard to work on painting, or to make paintings that, like, I allow the paintings just themselves to be bad, you know? Like, that's a hard thing for me to do. You stream from the meta glasses? No, that's not possible. I have this rig here. I don't think it's possible. Maybe it's possible. Not that I know of. But these meta are just for filming my personally. Anyway, so these are some studies that I did. They're actually for sale. $60 each if anybody's interested. I wanted to allow them to be bad, but they're so bad that they're good because they're human. Oh, yes, okay. There's one. Just like that. Pretty shitty, right? Yeah, not great. And 2. Yep. Still not good. Don't like it, don't love it, but I mean, it's interesting, right? This one's actually my favorite, I think. Yeah, it might be the worst of all. But if you get close up, I mean, you can just see the human quality in it. There's depth. That is to say. Whew. Whatever happened to Austin and Dino? Oh, they still exist. I was just talking to them the other day. Alright, so let me give you a close-up look on some of the big parts of this painting here. This is my magic mud. Would you believe it that this is a canvas? I mean, it feels, you look at it and it's really just, it almost seems like it is just completely just, look at the quality of that surface. It's carved into. Yeah, you hear that? Down here. That's some squishy paint right there. And all that meat I'm working on. Some goopy, Mr. Goopy over here. Of course, it's all just work in progress, but it's an object. That's what's important about it. Now, let me show you what it looks like on the back, because that is just as important, in my opinion. You know, the backs of paintings are sometimes more interesting than the front. I think I want to do one of those Instagram, like slowly turn a painting around, but I just have it at the back of the painting instead. Look at this. Subtle. Beautiful. We are. We are. Okay. Had enough of that. Oh, Brandon Rogers is actually coming to get that piece of his. Actually, I don't know if I can show that though, because of on account that it might get flagged as nudity, because technically it is kind of nudity, but it's art. People just don't get it. Anyway, yeah, we'll do a couple more things here. Just gotta get this to a point where maybe if I put it on my shoulder, because I feel like, or no, you know what I should do? Is I should put it on my hat. Is that possible? Come on, work, darn it, work. There's got to be a way. That is not sustainable. I think that's about as good as it gets, just around the neck. The problem is it's just so close up. I can show you a fun little technique that I like to do sometimes. Well, let's just get some. You remember the old painting that Brooks signed? This is the new one that I'm working on. It's getting there. If you donate, then you get your name painted on it. I think that's what I'm going to do, just like the old one. If you donate to have your name painted on it. No one's name is on there yet, so. Where are you? Aha, ultramarine blue. Here we go. Look at that sweet, sweet ultramarine blue. Now the thing I like about ultramarine blue is, believe it or not, it is actually a warm shade of blue, unlike phthalo, which is kind of in the cooler range of things. So warm shade, it's going to very nicely go onto this devil fruit. Don't want to give me spoilers away after all. I fucking shaky hands. It's very unfortunate, but I have, well, I'm starting to develop a bit of carpal tunnel, and it comes from just using my hands so frequently, doing everything. And I should be wearing my things, but I'm not. Sad. So sad. At least I made them look kind of cool. I need to plug my computer in, or this is going to die. Where did my other one go? Well, let's see. Oh, my show ones that I'm not allowed to show you. My allergies messing up. Here we go. That's right, that is an Italia striker, which is why it's from a different country's outlet. There we go. Well, what to do. I think I'll show you the technique that I was talking about, which is good for doing lines. Getting into certain areas. Oh, here's my ultramarine blue. Here you are. Yes. Well, maybe I'll just go freaking crazy and just squirt it out. See, a lot of time, if you don't know what you're doing, I get it. Teachers will say never use paint straight out of the tube. But the thing about that is, when paint comes straight out of the tube, that is the purest that its chroma will ever be. Every time you mix it, it becomes a little bit less than, like cells split and they lose that information, that what goes on. There's the mitochondrial DNA and the nuclear DNA transmit blah 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 blah, some sort of splicing blah 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 things that smart scientist people know, and then all of a sudden you start to age, right? It's kind of what happens with paint. As soon as you mix one pigment with another one, it starts to lose its essence, its luster, its raw, pure baby's breath of a tone. Good morning, Father Adniel. How goes it? How have you been? I hope college is treating you well. Did you get married or something? Can't remember. Or something went on with you. I don't exactly remember. Everyone comes and goes in life. Here we go. See, why paint this to be wood when you could literally make it like wood? Yes, and why Why do every tiny little piece of straw when you could just make it like straw? That's right. You probably shouldn't use knives like this that are serrated on any sort of regular surface, but this is a special one that I made my secret way with my infinite Mudus Maximus. I can't remember what it's called anymore, but yeah. My Opus Mudness. Still, I think that was being said. Woohoo, father and you. I also have a mustache now. Ooh, yes, mustaches. That's the way to go. Got graduated, got married. Very nice, very nice. And my freaking... There we go. Right. So, what was I doing again? Ah, yes. Up here. So, wood, right? Wood. Look at the grain in there, but what is it exactly that makes wood wood? I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing this with your regular cotton canvas, but why don't we try sanding this pole, see what happens. I mean, I'm just kind of curious myself, honestly. Let's see. What could come through? Wow, it's giving this sort of nice flat surface to it. This is not something that you can easily recognize probably through a computer screen, but it does have a sort of matte quality to it that feels very like old driftwood-like in texture. I quite like it. Now to carve into it with a linoleum knife. Normally used for carving linoleum prints, but not in the case of painting for me. Let's see. There we go, nice. So check this one out. And right now, what you see is it's carving out these white lines, right? And you're like, what the hell? Why would I want white lines in a piece of wood? Makes no sense. Well, I'll show you. 5 viewers, or 3, or 2, or however many you're here. You'll learn all the secrets. And the best part is, I could literally just stab this right through, or maybe it might be harder than I'd like for it to be, but if I do that, easy enough to fix. Oil painting is a very, very forgiving way to create things. Ah, this is a very dull tool. Why this white, weird, blue wood grain? What are you doing, Brooks? Makes no sense. Wood does not look like that. Well, just wait for it. Just wait for it. Okay. Now here, this is where it starts to get fun. What do we have here? Oh, some nice sort of sienna. So work that out. Yeah, there we go. Right there in that cloth. Some of this. Just dip my freaking finger right in there. Right there. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, come on, come on. Yes. I don't know if you can see things the way I see them, but I'll tell you right now, that looks a lot more like wood than it probably should. Let's sand it down. Alright. Well, that's that. Opinions on acrylic paint. I don't know if you're joking, but my opinion is not so. It's not so great. I think acrylic paint is. It is. Well, if you look at oil paint, this is essentially mud. This is earth, natural pigment. Sometimes not. You know, if it comes from a chemical process, but still, it is mud. It is color. It is pigment. It is jewels, gemstones ground and mixed, lapis lazuli bound to linseed. That's raw. That's real. That's flesh. What is acrylic? It's plastic that floats in a sort of PVA, not like glue, and it really is plastic. You're painting a mannequin. You're not painting a person. You know, you're playing checkers. You're not playing chess. That's what I think about acrylic painting. But I also think that acrylic painting is better than not painting, because hey, the thing that people tell me, and this is what I get more than anything else, when people are like, oh man, I can't oil paint, man, it takes so long to dry. And I'm like, what don't you understand about how that is actually a good thing? The fact that it takes so long to dry, it's like, that's why it is chess, because the oxidation process, what takes place 12 hours into a safflower oil drying session, is not what happens 2 hours into it. It's that time, it's that extended oxidation that allows you to scumble, to do different techniques that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. There's so many different ways that you can approach it. And so, yeah, the fact that it takes a long time to dry, that's a good thing. But there's a learning curve, I suppose, if you want things to look realistic. But I think realism is kind of boring. I learned how to do it because my mom, sweet mommy, put me through an atelier. But I hear my wife, I think. She might be waking up. Alright. No. What? Oh, yeah. This. Can I paint Warhammer models? Oh, dude, I love that. Warhammer, I've seen a lot of people that do that, like, online. It's great. It's cool stuff. You guys taste that big old coffee? I sure am caffeinated. Mm-mm-mm. It's just so big and gulpy. Mm-mm-mm. Da-na-na-na. Look at the Oblivion song. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's actually kind of hard to do. Alright, now I'm looking for a cadmium green light paint. Why do I have honey and matcha powder here? You don't ask these questions. But this is good painting. Maybe one of the best I've done in a while. It's actually for somebody though. That is 6-7. Oh, hold on. Just need to make sure I can get this turned on properly. Ooh, bright. And yes. This here, the greatest book. The most important book. The book that, the book. It is, by far, out of any book that I've ever read, the most consequential in the way that I view the world, the way I view art, and the way I view most things. I've read through it more than anything else. And I was actually, when I went to find this book in an old bookstore, I literally went in looking for it. And what you won't believe is that, sometimes, maybe not, there's only 5 people in here, who knows how common of a thing it might be back in the day. People don't really get books anymore, but if you want in an old bookstore to save a copy, what you do is, if you find something that you like, you take all the books that are like this, and you take the one that you want to get, and you hide it behind them. And so I went and I was looking through Oscar Wilde, I was looking through all his, his discography, if you will, and it wasn't there, but I pulled things out, and then I found it. Picture of Dorian Gray. Now, the artist's preface, I think, is more important than anything else that he's ever written. And it goes from the first, it starts off by saying, the artist is the creator of beautiful things. And then it ends with, all art is quite useless. And how do we get from this, or rather this to that? Well, essentially, it talks about how art is both symbol and surface. But I believe that there's a third layer to it now. Symbol, surface, and there's something else, I think sight. Because when you look at an image on a computer screen, that's information. Information is something that you're able to take in optically. Your cones, they're experiencing that. Your brain, it understands that this is information of an image. Your sight gives that to you. But then there's surface, and the surface itself, that's something that you can touch. That's matter. That's not information. That is physical. But then there's symbol. What is this an image of? This is an image of Luffy. Why is it important? What does it mean? What is the actual message behind the fact that this painting has been made? So you have your 3 S's, your surface, your sight, and your symbol. And that's important because if you go deeper, if an artist goes deeper than the symbol, or goes deeper than the sight and the surface, and tries to find what is underneath the symbol, that's when things get very, very interesting, because he's right. Art, at the end of the day, has no function. When he says all art is useless, it doesn't mean all art is worthless. Art has value, but it has no function except for being an object of beauty that is appreciated. For what reason? Maybe money laundering, maybe, I don't know, because people actually have good or bad tastes. But at the end of the day, if it does something, it is a craft. It can be very artful, but it is not fine art. Or so the art world says. Me personally, I don't care. But I think that the whole art world is a scam anyway. You know that the CIA, actually, and I'm going to end with this, the CIA actually made people have bad taste in art, if you can believe it. Well, it's not bad taste. They curated the taste that people have. The CIA literally made it so that we like Jackson Pollock, that we accept abstract expressionism, because after World War II, essentially, and we have all these, the communism was a huge thing in the world, especially in in Russia and these places where you have the these people who are creating very realistic, very like a return to romantic, like Flemish colors, boring, really boring paintings, but they're beautiful, they're realistic. But America wants to, or the CIA at least, they want to be very forward. They want to take something, make something really cool. They want to seem like they're more cultured, better than. And so anytime that they saw something, they would give value to it. They would pump it up. No, but people in America hated these paintings. Now everyone loves them, of course, because it's the Jackson Pollock. It's beautiful because it's automatic painting. And don't get me wrong, I love a Rothko. I love a Jackson Pollock, a Cy Twombly. But that's because I've been conditioned to love them by the CIA, alright? Believe it or not, America itself invested money in creating these out to be objects of value, specifically because of the fact that they wanted to be forward culturally compared to our communist brethren. How insane is that? How possibly inaccurate is it? I don't know. But then again, conspiracy theories, some of them are right, some of them are wrong. I think that this one might be right, and it saddens me to say it. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm drinking quite a bit of coffee. You probably might have noticed the caffeine difference. All five of you silently in here. I leave you with this. If you've been in here, you've heard me talk about how a painting is a fossil of the event of making something. Painting is the only thing that exists within an object. A painting isn't an image. It's the only thing that it has to exist within the artifact, which is the fossil left over. This is the aftermath of what's happening here. I mean, look at this. There's literally, can you see that? There's a piece of hair. That's my hair. It came from my head. Not to brag about it or anything, but I'm 33 and I still got a pretty good amount of hair. The balding has not started yet. A couple gray hairs, but hey, it's distinguished, right? Not in the mustache yet. Anyway, okay, thank you for the coming by. I want to do this more. I'm trying to wake up early and just do little painting streams, and I just got to be consistent with it. That's the thing, is I'm never consistent. I've had the whole AI world really shook up both, me and many other artists. Obviously, it kind of put us into a place where, well, what's the point? And so now I'm trying to live day by day, finding happiness in the act of creating, not in the fact that creating needs to have a response. So yeah, I want to reach out and connect with people, real people. And even if you don't speak, even if you're there just listening, I hope that you heard something that made you think, wow, that guy is really terrible, he sucks. Or maybe, hey, that guy, he's actually pretty cool. Maybe I'll watch this again tomorrow or the next day, or who knows, whenever he streams again. But I'll tell you what, one day I'm going to be streaming and you're going to see something that's going to change you forever. I don't know what that's going to be, but you're going to have to come and find out. Until next time.